Does everyone see the recording tab on? Oh, there we go. You're
Yes.
recording. Hello, everybody. Hey. So this is the Rover Team 2020-21 competition season. This is our first general body meeting of the year, and I hope to answer any and all questions, and we'll have a question session at the end for those who are interested. But for now, we're going to go towards the next slide.
Jason, I can't see the PowerPoint.
You want to come over here?
I mean, like, it just says G. I saw it before, but now I can't see it at all.
Okay, just whenever it's your turn, just like go over to
Yeah, use my headphones.
Jason.
And mute your phone. Hold on, guys.
Sorry about this. Teams is hard.
Hello. Can everyone see the? Is it visible to y'all? All right. So, was it on this slide?
Go next slide.
Okay.
There we go.
So we are the Rover team here at UTA. It's a robotics team when we work on a rover, which is designed specifically for a competition. And some of the obstacles that we have to overcome are, first off, designing, and it has to be able to go through different landscapes, be able to provide assistance, and taking dirt samples to find life. And that's really the main goal, is to build this robot for this competition. Here's the hierarchy of positions here. These are the leaders in each leadership position that we have assigned right now. We have our president at the top. That's Jason Cabrejos. I'm speaking through his headset right now. Vice president is me. That's Oscar Alvarez, myself. Our chief technological officer is Martin. Our chief mechanical officer is Hunter Smith. He's here.
Hey, I'm Hunter.
Yeah, his camera off, but he was talking earlier. Johnny Pham and Richard Harris. Can y'all hear me now? Okay. So
Yeah,
the bottom three. Yeah, it says we have bad network quality. I'm sorry about this, guys. Okay, so on the bottom three are the proof of, these are all the sub teams. We have controls, we have proof of life and mechanical. And I'm proof of life here. And for mechanical, the team leads are Michael Murphy and Jaden No. Is that right? Did I say that right? And this is Dr. Bowling. He is the professor that is responsible for us. And if we need any university assistance, he's the one to go to. He teaches the Intro to Robotics class, and he's also a big mechanical engineering professor here at UTA. Okay.
Very professional transition. All right. Hopefully the connection stays pretty good throughout this next part. But next we're going to be talking about the competition. It's called the University Rover Challenge. It's held every year except for this past year due to COVID. But every year it's held in a spot called Hanksville, Utah, in an area of the desert called the Mars Desert Research Station, or Research Laboratory. I'm pretty sure it's Desert Station. But point is, this section has been chosen because it represents what Mars is like, at least here on Earth. It's our closest equivalent that we have close to us. And it is actually, fun fact, a place that NASA uses to test out their rovers. So each year, hundreds of teams from around the world enter to compete. We have to submit a few reports, and from those reports, we'll decide the top 36 teams to show up to Utah. Now, what do we do at this competition? Well, actually, before we talk about that, I forgot the slide wasn't here. Here's our basic timeline, and those are all the reports we have to submit. We have to complete our declaration of intent to compete by late October. Our first preliminary design review, this just goes over, oh yeah, this is what we're going to do to succeed. And then the important one is the system acceptance review. So we're going to have a paper, and there's going to be a video that we're going to post to YouTube to show what a rover can do up until that point. If you'd like, after this meeting, on your own personal computer, you can look up SAR 2019-2020, and you'll see a playlist of all of the teams around the world and their video of the SAR. It's a very good video to watch for inspiration and just to see, what this whole competition is about. And that last part, the only part I didn't mention for the last part is we have enough in the budget to take all the leads plus one person from each team to go to the competition if we become one of the top 36 teams. Can more people go? Sure, but it would take some fundraising, and if you want to chip in to pay your way in, that's fine. Like, it's just going to be like a convoy of cars driving over to Utah. So it's going to be pretty chill. As of right now, I don't believe there's any numbers of people. I mean, there's no number restrictions to go to the competition when I read the rules this last time, but that could change. This year is going to be an interesting year. Now, what do we do at this competition? The University Rover Challenge consists of 4 different objects or obstacles. The first one is the science mission. We have to use our sample return unit to detect the presence that if there is or was life in an area. Now, the way we do that, there's going to be a model of it later, but that's basically what they do. They go through the scientific process and they build/design a machine to run that scientific process all on board the rover. The next one is the extreme retrieval and delivery mission. So for this one, there's going to be a variety of objects laid out on the field, and where the robot's going to go pick it up and bring it back to base. Now, the reason for this competition is to deliver assistance to astronauts, because if you're an astronaut on Mars, the last place you want to be is outside. So that's the point of the rover for that one. The next one is the equipment servicing mission. This one's going to be a very dexterous arm style competition. So what that means is there's going to be a panel of buttons and switches, knobs, and our robotic arm is going to have to go in, flip switches, turn the knobs, type on a keyboard, pick up a screwdriver and use it to tighten a bolt. And just recently they announced that they want us to take a USB stick and plug it into one of those USB slots. So that's going to be pretty fun. And the last one is the autonomous traversal mission. It's where we just have to basically go to several GPS points in a large area and see how close we can get there. Next one is our mechanical team. So Jaden, he's our lead.
All right, guys. My name is Jaden. I'll be the arm and gripper lead for this year. Well, we have a mechanical sub-team, but within that sub-team, we have the arm and gripper. That's what I'm in charge of. So like Jason said, during competition, we have the robot arm go through equipment servicing tasks. So not only will it be able to grab objects, it's going to have to be able to turn a screwdriver, flip switches, and turn knobs. So that's what we're going to design our robotic arm to do. Currently, with the situation we're in because of COVID, we can't have multiple people in the rover room to work on this. But I do have a couple of projects for the sub-team to do outside of the room. And in fact, you can do this online. So I have this project where we have these little robot cars, and I want to 3D print a robot arm for this car. And that way we can teach you the basics of CAD modeling, SolidWorks, Arduino, and just 3D printing. So that's one of the projects I'll have this team do. And yeah, I'll be looking forward to working with you all.
Next one is suspension. Mike Murphy.
Hey guys, I'm Murphy, the current suspension lead for this year. Essentially, the status of where we are on the rover suspension is that for the most part, it's made, it's done. Right. We have a couple of things that we're just really, they are designed. We just need to get them in the parts manufactured and actually put together. But so for the most part, our design mission is complete. Right now, with that said, we're definitely looking at using a lot of our suspension time to therefore build a lot of basic foundational things. We're going to definitely be using our meeting times to go through small little exercises that are going to help out with like the arm and grippers stuff, as far as learning how CAD modeling works, how to design things, basic foundational concepts. That way we can move you guys and progress everybody through to the other teams as they're needed. Cool.
Next we have controls.
So, I'm Donnie Pham. I'm one of the leads for Control, the software side. And for what I've noticed that we mostly finished a lot of the fundamental stuff, but now we're moving on more to the advanced functionality, like communications, computer vision, and autonomous navigation. But there should be plenty of work to revolve around testing. I'm still working on gathering what projects can be done around the software, but that's the current status for now.
Next we got proof of life, and that's going to be headed by Oscar. Oscar, are you going to come back here to put my headphones on?
I think I can speak through here, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So I'm proof of life. We've had a few hiccups for who's going to lead this team, but I don't mind leading it. It's kind of what I wanted to do when I first joined Rover. Proof of life's responsibility is we have a module that attaches to the arm that will that's responsible for digging up dirt and taking that dirt sample and testing it to see if there's life. The way we do this is through a strip that can detect whether certain proteins are detected in a solution. So right now, I think the goal of this proof of life is to make the module make sure that it works like perfectly fine, and probably have it better integrated with the arm. There's a lot of biology that goes onto this, a lot of chemistry, as well as a lot of engineering. So, because we need to engineer the module to that will attach to the arm in the rover. Actually, it'll attach to the rover, right? Yeah. So, yeah, I think that would be it, right?
That's good.
Hey.
Cool. So meeting time's Thursday at 6. So this is basically going to be a see you soon, and we're going to open up the questions pretty soon. But just so you know, our website is rover.uta.cloud. You probably got this email from utaroverexec@gmail.com, but if your friends want to join, you can send them over to utaroverexec@gmail.com. And we do have a sign-up page. It's $35 for a year and $20 for a semester. So those are our membership fees. And if you would like to sign up, you can go to our website. There's a join button right on the front page, and we will send you a Google Pay. That Google Pay might pop up in your junk. Just keep an eye out for that. But please get that paid by Friday, September 25th. Current members, if you do not pay your dues by Friday, September 25th, you're going to be subjected to the purge. So basically, just trying to get rid of all the extra peeps on our Slack channel. And that's basically it. I mean, do we have any other questions from the new peeps or from current peeps?
Can I just say real quick? I don't know how many questions we're gonna get, but can you raise your hand in this? Anyways,
crazy.
just type your question out in the chat, so that way we don't have like 3 people talking over each other. And we'll
Yeah.
answer it.
Yeah, you can raise your hand.
That's fine. So I see Jorge's holding his hand up. Mute yourself, bud.
Oh, what if you want to join, like, for example, like, I'm interested in joining being part of the sub team for the arm gripper and the suspension. Would that be possible, or would I only be allowed to be a part of a sub team of one of those two? Or can I do
You can
both?
join. You can join both if you'd like, but I can tell you right now, it is a bit of a workload. Honestly, since it's just a new member, you can just see what each team is like, and you can make your decision from there. But it has been done before if someone's on 2 teams, just so you know. Hunter, you're going to say something?
Well,
You got it.
Can I jump in on that? And I just want to point out that I am actually, even though I am currently the suspension lead, I am also a member of a controls team, which is significantly different kinds of work, right? But yeah, it's possible. Absolutely. Just be prepared. You're going to have to, juggle things.
All right, cool. Let's open up the chat. I can just see it's Greg saying groovy.
Groovy.
That's possible, but thank you.
All right, no problem. Okay, I guess one more thing to mention, see if anyone else has any other questions. So as you can see, our arm it's a picture of our arm that's on the screen, and behind it is the lab. So you may be asking yourself, where is this lab? Like, when am I going in? So this lab is located at Wolf Hall 410. Now, when are we going in? So that's going to be a bit of a hot topic issue, We have those little thermal guns to check your temperature, but normally what would happen is we would all show up on a Saturday, but that's not going to be happening this year. The general idea is if you do have work that needs to be done, you will let your lead know, and he's going to let me know, and we can just schedule a time. I believe right now we're trying not to do no more than 3 in the lab at a time. There is we share our room with the Dynamics lab, and the Dynamics lab, they are headed by Dr. Augenhofer. And from what I hear, he's a bit of a risk because he's an older gentleman. But that being said, I haven't seen him in the lab that often anyways, so we'll just have to coordinate with him. We just have to make sure that it's safe enough for everyone to use the space if needed.
Yep. And by Jorge or George. Go ahead.
So
Sorry, my bad.
Oh, that's fine.
I need to
It's
raise
okay.
it again.
Did anyone have any questions at all? Anything? Nothing is a stupid question. You can ask any question you want.
Yeah, I got a couple things, please.
Okay.
All right. I'm sorry I didn't raise my hand.
That's fine.
This is my first semester UTA. I'm checking it out because Oscar said check it out, and I appreciate him for allowing me to do this. And it's nice to meet all you fine people, gentlemen. I don't know if we have any ladies on the team. No ladies, huh?
We tried.
Yeah,
We tried.
okay. Well, I'm still, I don't know what I could bring to the table as far as I've been a carpenter all my life, and I'm a master carpenter, but I decided to go back to school to be an electrical engineer. So I bring a lot of business stuff. I understand y'all need some money, and I don't know if that would be. I would like to be involved with learning what y'all are doing because y'all are way above me. I mean, I feel like I'm just I'd be out of place in a lot of situations, but I like to soak up as much knowledge as I can. And I don't know. I know a lot of people in the area, and perhaps I could help with some funding. I think, if anything, the goal should be for the whole team, no matter if you're the lowest peon on the stick, or to be able the opportunity to go to Utah. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Of course.
Great question. So generally we like to two things. You kind of had two questions. First one was about the not knowing a whole lot about engineering or how to build a robot. So we like to take in anyone and teach them what they need to succeed on the team. So you can come in as a freshman, know how to count and know your ABCs, and that's about all you know, and we'll teach you everything else. We can teach you how to do SolidWorks. You said you're interested in, or you're an electrical engineer, so if you go on controls, they'll teach you how to solder, teach you how to build a circuit.
I'm
and-
gifted at putting stuff together. You know, it's
Hey.
just what I am.
That's good. We have a lot of manufacturing and assembly stuff that we have to do as well this year. So there's going to be opportunity to use your skills and learn some new skills along the way. And for the second part of your question, everyone wants to go to Utah. So we generally try and keep everything a flat level. So no matter if you're, been on the team for 4 years and, you've taken all your classes and you know everything, or you're a freshman coming in, this your first time, both opinions matter equally when you're just talking and discussing like design stuff. You should never be worried about like speaking your mind about design process or why we're doing something a certain way, because if you're right, then you're gonna correct a possible mistake, and if you're wrong, then everyone gets to learn stuff. So it's a win-win either way, really. So
Right. Thank you.
All right, last chance for questions.
So who's in charge of the money?
That would be me.
That would be you. Okay.
Yeah.
And what is our budget?
Our budget for the whole rover, luckily most of it has already been made for source suspension. For the arm, we're allocating about like $1,500. Most of that's going to be going into motors. If you're asking what our whole budget is, I can talk to you about that in private, but
Okay.
but that's about all I can really say.
I mean, I'm just, I think about things. That's just what I do. And so I think about how could we get more money and to be successful if possible. I don't know. I mean, I'm still checking it out. We'll see what y'all are doing. It's really a bummer this whole COVID thing's going on right now, right? Because it's really putting a kibosh on everything we're trying to do in this with a project like this, right? So
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. If you're interested, you can talk to pretty much any of the execs if you're interested in doing some like budgeting or like looking for sponsors, stuff like that. So we're always open for suggestions because we'll take everything we can get,
Roger that.
All right, cool. Well, if those are all the questions, then I'll tell you what, we're going to send an email out pretty soon. If you haven't filled out our interest form, you can go to rover.uta.cloud and click on join. You're going to be taken to a form. Eventually, you're going to have to put your email in. And we're going to send y'all, everyone who signs up, of course, an email just saying, oh, yeah, these are the meeting times again. And you will receive team links very soon. That way, whenever those times come up, you can just click join.
We had a
Um,
hand up. Did
Yeah, I
anyone
think
have
Will
a
had
question?
his hand up.
Oh, okay.
Oop, I can't see any hands up, so hold up.
Hi.
Go for it, Will.
Hey, Will.
Hey, so a question about the controls. Going back to that slide, so it's something about the the GPS, the IMU, and all that other stuff has been set up.
Are you asking if that's been set up?
Yes, because I worked on that last year, and I hadn't done anything after COVID started.
Martin went in a few times. It might have gotten set up. It might not have. I honestly don't know. Donnie, do you know?
No, I do not.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a Martin question. For those of you who don't know, Martin Royal, he's our CTO. So Chief Technical Officer. He's in charge of all the controls team, so electrical, software, that sort of stuff. he wasn't able to make it today. He has a bunch of stuff for military training. So yeah.
Cool. Yeah, we'll talk. We can ask Martin, see what's up with that. But any other questions? All right, sounds good. In that case, we'll be sending an email out shortly. Remember, last slide. rover.uta.cloud. There's a join button. Click join and we'll send you all an email. If you already hit join, you don't have to do it again. You're already on our email list. All right, there we go. In that case,
Hey.
thank you all for coming by. Is anyone else?
I just wanted to say, since I got Hunter here on Teams.
Yeah, I
Hunter,
just
I
saw your
sent you-
message.
Okay, cool. I just want to double check you to check that for me. Thank you.
Yeah, I will.
All right, cool. In that case, thank you all for coming by and hopefully we see you soon. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you.